Hello Internet, this is BoneCarlos coming to you live from somewhere over the rainbow. That's what happens when I improv, folks. Alrighty then, let's just go ahead and get started into this glorious looking day. First off, I'd like to point out that my giveaway is still underway. One of the games has been guessed. Check out the description for all the info. Just check out the description for all the info and all that stuff. Guess and win a prize. In a second, if you guys want me to talk about anything at all, leave a comment down below. It takes about 2 seconds to leave a comment, and who knows, hilarity might ensue. Otherwise, you're going to hear me talk about something that I want to talk about, and generally, no one ever wants that. So, that's actually what we're going to be doing today. And I'd also like to talk about two topics. One is kind of about whimsy kind of thing. The second is going to be something a little bit more serious, something that just really irks me a little bit. The first, well, let's go ahead and talk about the cool thing first. And I recently got sick over this past weekend. I got pink eye, so if you've ever had that, thumbs up for that. That's fun, right? And I got a little bit of a cold alongside with it. And then the weird thing about me is that if I get really sick, I sleepwalk. Not so much around the house, but around the neighborhood. I first found this out when I was like 8 years old, and I feel like my nightmares are true, and I go along with them. Like I said, the first time it happened when I was about 8 years old. I dreamed that the devil was after me, and I started sleepwalking and running around trying to get away from the devil. I thought my mom was a devil, and when she tried to calm me down, I kind of like fought her with a broom. So I was kind of like brooming her away, and then finally I backed myself into a corner. She started pouring water on me to wake me up. Finally I came to and then passed right out. Second time, I was head of a worldwide global industry, like business, like this business was like #1 in the world. It's like the #1 economy in the world, and if it went down, the whole world went down with it. Blah 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 blah, this and that. Apparently, in my dream, the company was going under, and the only way for me to save that the company was to commit suicide for some reason, like to sacrifice myself. It was just a weird ass dream. Anyways, I didn't want to do that. I ran away, and in real life, I actually ran away. Like I just booked it. I opened the door, front door, and just ran. And by the time my dad finally caught up with me, I was like a block or two away. And yeah, so that was a bit fun. So that leads me to this past week where I was every time before I go to sleep, I read. And right now I'm on the new Jedi Order series, the little Star Wars books and blah blah blah. Yeah. Anyways, that's not important. Anyways, I started dreaming I was in a space battle. Right, and since I was a little bit sick, and I guess I was sick enough to click on this weird thing that I do about thinking, my dreams are real, and my body just goes with it. I was dreaming that I was a space battle, right? So I was trying to like kick myself awake, but the weird thing that happened is I kicked myself awake, and I was able to open my eyes and look around, but instead I saw the space battle, like the whole thing, as if it was just like a movie. Like I was seeing ships fly by, but my eyes were open. Like my eyes were open. I was conscious of the fact that I was awake, that my eyes were open, and I could still like know where everything was in my room. I know where the clock was. I knew where my charger was. I knew like these random little snippets of real life information, but my eyes were seeing this space battle, and I was tripping balls at that point. Like I started hyperventilating, but my heartbeat remained the same. Like I could feel myself breathing really heavily and really hard, just hyperventilating, but my heartbeat stayed the same. That's what I felt, and I was like, okay. I'm flipping out. I'm gonna close my eyes, and everything's gonna go back to normal. Well, anyways, that made it worse because I closed my eyes, and then I went back into the space battle, but as of the one dude piloting the spaceship. That did me no good. So I was like, oh man, I'm okay. I have my eyes closed, and I guess I'm dreaming, and I'm fighting the spaceship. All right, cool. I'm back to normal. I'm gonna open my eyes, and everything's gonna be back to normal. I opened my eyes, and it went back to the whole movie kind of theatrics thing, where the whole space battle was my vision, and in my peripheral existence, I felt my room. So after about 15 minutes of that, I finally managed to just knock myself out and go back to sleep. But that was one of the weirdest experiences of my life, to open my eyes and see a space battle but know that I'm still in my room. That was just extremely trippy for me. That was just kind of that was just nuts, and I wanted to share that along with you guys. So that was a whole whimsical kind of thing that I want to talk about. The second one happened a couple of weeks ago, and this is a little bit more serious. Happened a couple of weeks ago, and it was when I was clocking into work, and a dude clocks in, and out of nowhere he just says, "I fucking hate this place." And I looked at him and I'm like, "You alright?" And he's like, "No, yeah, I just hate this fucking place." And I'm like, "Quit." And he looks at me like I'm retarded. He's like, "What?" And I was like, "Quit. If it bothers you that much, quit. Go find another job." "Oh, I can't do that. I got bills to pay." "Well, then stop complaining." And I told him, "Well, then stop complaining." And I don't even know where I was going with that. Yeah, okay. And I told him, it's like, "Yeah, well, then stop complaining, man. You here, you got bills to pay. Get your job done and save me. It's like, and save us, you know, you're bitching." It's like, "Oh, what are you trying to say?" I'm like, "I'm trying to say to just calm down and just relax. You're here for a reason. You're here to work. You're here to get paid. That's life." Not very many people can find a job that they absolutely love, that pays the bills, that pays all of the bills. And he went off into a huff and blah blah blah, this and that. And this is something that I want to talk to you guys about. Is like, you know I've said this before in my previous videos that I like my job. I do like my job. I enjoy my job. I don't love my job. I hate working. I would much rather just be hanging around doing some random stuff. I mean, I love doing just a whole bunch of different stuff. I mean, I like playing my guitar whenever I pick it up. I like working on cars. I like playing video games, obviously. And I just like doing a whole bunch of random stuff. And to me, going to work is a waste of time, no matter what job it is. Like I've had so many different jobs in my life that I can't really name them all. I've forgotten about a few. But I'm doing it because I have bills to pay and I gotta put food on the table. And complaining about it isn't gonna do much of anything except just annoy the people around you. And this isn't just from work really. This is also from school and from college and this and that. I hear people bitching and complaining about this and that. And it really is just something that just really bothers me. I mean, really, you're gonna complain about something that much just to complain? I mean, that's probably the thing that gets me. I mean, you're gonna complain just to complain. You're not gonna complain about a legitimate reason. I mean, if you go out to work and say, "Man, this is really bothering me, you know, my son's doing this and I would really like to be there for him, but I gotta be at work," and that's a legitimate complaint. But just to complain that you hate your job just because you hate your job, that's just ridiculous in my opinion. And really, you just need to grow up just a little bit more, people. And from, you know, I don't care if you're, you know, a teenager or a grown-ass adult, complaining about complaining, it doesn't help anything whatsoever. Even though I'm kind of complaining about complaining. Actually, I'm complaining about complaining right now, so the irony on that for that. But yeah, that was just it. I mean, you have to do this. I mean, you have to work, obviously, unless you have a sugar mama or a daddy, or you live at home with your parents and they pay for everything. You have to work to be able to just support yourself at least, or support someone you care about. And that's it for that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get off topic. And I really don't understand why people do that. And if you guys give me some insight on why people do that, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. Other than that, I'm gonna get on out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna get on out of here and get back over the rainbow, because this place is kind of awkward. But before I go, leave a comment down below on what I could do to make these more enjoyable for you. Anything at all. Just go ahead and leave me a comment. Even if it's just a comment just to say hello. I love comments. Or if you want me to talk about something in particular or specifically, leave a comment down below as well. Other than that, I'm going to get on out of here, guys.
You were defeated. Don't let this happen again.